perfect timing. He's already got it on the tractor. I couldn't have nailed that timing a little better, could I?
Not good.
What's up, man? How are you?
Yeah.
Man,
She is.
I'm excited. I don't have a floor for it yet.
Not a big deal.
Probably.
I would just put a deck floor in it so you could power wash it out. And if you put something solid in there, you're gonna have a lip like when you open the door.
Yeah.
You know.
So what do you mean a deck floor versus like the subfloor I did for the hay shed?
Yeah, I'm gonna just build a deck under it. It also just depends if you want to be as diligent as Dad,
No.
or if you want to be.
No. I'm gonna take a Chad. Take a Chad on this one. I got too much, man.
And you're only gonna have 5-6 birds in there.
Yeah.
So we're probably gonna give you guys a Bantam rooster,
All right.
which is the little guys. So they're not imposing. They're not gonna hurt your girls, and they have a kind of a calmer crow. But I think we'll start with 4 hens, and then bring the Bantam rooster when we know he's a rooster.
Okay.
Because right now I think we have 3 and 3. But
I think you have 3 roosters.
I think we have 3 Bantam roosters. That's all we got.
Okay.
So
Hey, thanks, man.
I started.
Do I have to pay for that?
I started the deep litter method for you.
Hey, it'll fit right in out where we're at. He tried to send that thing to my place with a wasp nest from his place. If anything, the chicken poo, totally fine with it. Totally fine. Fill it up with chicken poo. I don't care. Get your wasp nest off. He did. Thanks, Chad. Like a glove. What this building for, Mom? Is it Bruno barn finally?
I'm sorry, but it's not a Bruno barn.
What is the deal?
You have the biggest Bruno barn you could ask for.
Well, I could ask for a bigger one. Man, look at that green, babe.
It's awesome.
And blue skies.
As I was walking on the trail this morning, I was like, man, green is my favorite color when it comes to being outside.
Start calling it spring green.
Spring
it's
green.
Your new favorite color.
I love it. Hey, birds.
We've got the birds coming over to check on us.
They're sneaking up on us.
Hey guys, welcome back to Doss Acres. We safely made it. I'm Kyle, this is Shannon, and this is our glorious 20 acres. Our glorious spring weather is here, I think, to stay.
Well, I hope so.
Yeah, I know the forecast is looking good, so we're not gonna complain, but it's too windy for the cowboy hat today. That's okay. Hey Chad, Ray, thank you so much for the coop.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Always a great time. I even came away from Doss Farms Dunwitted Depot, I think that's what he calls it, right? Mm-hmm. With like a big tote of just some boots and shoes that he didn't want or need or wear. And we wear the same size for the most part, so that's fantastic. And a torch. I got a new torch. I love my torches. But most importantly, they donated our chicken coop. Dun dun dun. It's looking good, babe. If it looks, do what?
I said it is looking good.
Yeah. If it's looking even better than it did over at Doss Farms, it's because my lovely wife worked her tail off last night with the power sprayer and gave it a good once over. Did you harm any of the cedar in the making of this video?
I don't know. But I do plan on sealing it and painting it so that it matches our other buildings. I'll paint the trim black, and so yeah, got a little bit of work to do, but this
sounds great.
The first iteration.
So you're gonna be painting the trim black while I am taking on a war with our black tank in the camper.
Yeah, yeah.
Guys, one of the joys of living in a camper, I'm gonna call it a joy, but I'm totally lying, is your plumbing. You don't have normal standard plumbing. You have a black tank, and you've got to leave it closed, and you got to let it fill up, and you got to empty it, and you got to let it fill up, and you got to empty it.
And that's Kyle's job. I don't have to do it ever, guys. I just want to throw that out there. Kyle always takes care of it, so I don't have to.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
That was one of the deals. We've got some trade-offs like that. There's things she does that I don't do, and vice versa. And this one, I know we talk about animal poo a lot out here, but this one's a pretty stinky situation. And I think I got something a little funky going on with it. So that means multiple flushes today, and try to get a lot of force down through it. And I tell you what, I'll take care of that while you beautify our chicken coop.
Deal.
And the sooner you get that done, the sooner we can get our chickens from them.
Awesome. I still have to clean the inside, but I'll get there.
Okay.
I'm gonna work on that today.
Let me know when you get it off the trailer, and I'll have the black tank in full functionality.
Oh, you're
and
so
then,
funny.
We'll call it good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you trust me to take this off the trailer.
Yeah, baby, I love you, but I don't trust you to put that ramp up by yourself.
I know. I
You
know.
might have injured yourself once before doing that, huh?
Just once.
Yeah, ramp is also my job. I don't know. I think I've got some ideas. I believe because we got the skids on here, I may either take a 2x4 across them and then put some eyelets in it and pull it off with a chain, or I may just put the eyelets right in those skids. But I don't really want to tear up those skids too bad, so
I don't want you to either.
try to save them. It's gonna work. It's gonna go, where's it going? Right over here?
Yes.
We're gonna put it over here so it can be closer to us. Our predator threat is typically more back there. And we got a little better control up here because Hercules will alert if anything moves on the outside, even the cats. And if he alerts properly, Bruno speaks Herc, or Herc speaks Bruno, or vice versa.
Hey, hey, hey.
And he will send, what you got?
Bruno, come.
Uh-oh. Bruno!
No, sir.
Leave the nest alone, dude. Are we taking bets as to whether or not there's an egg in his mouth?
Come on, man. I mean, he would have to get in there really deep.
You don't think he would? I think he's got one in his mouth. You gotta stay out of that nest, big fella.
Yes, sir.
You gotta stay out of that nest. That is like tick haven in there too.
So yesterday, I literally followed Bruno around in the woods.
That's a task too.
And it's a task. So the nest that I had been collecting eggs from, they abandoned it. I'd been counting them, I'd been keeping some up there, and Bruno also decided to start collecting eggs for me from that nest. So the birds decided, we're done with it, we're gonna move somewhere else. So I collected all the eggs that were left in there, and then Bruno and I literally walked around the woods, and I just followed him because
he got a sniffer.
He's been coming back with eggs after being out in the woods, and they weren't from the nest I thought they were from, so because it was counting. So we had to go on a search, and we accidentally found a new nest yesterday, and guys, it's hidden. It's hidden real well. I don't want to go over there right now because there's birds around it protecting it. It'll encourage Bruno to go over there, but I did take a little clip this morning of where it is, and I collected a few eggs from it this morning. What a good little hiding spot.
The funny thing is, early in the morning I go up, get my coffee, hang out with Bruno for a little bit while Shannon's getting ready, and I will try to distract him so that he stays in the cabin. He likes to nap after he wakes up. It's hilarious. And then Shannon will come out, sneak out, and go collect the eggs. What she doesn't realize is this dude's nose is incredibly strong. And so she'll go back in, and then Bruno and I come out, and he literally comes down, follows her footsteps, and goes right where she was. I was like, okay, so maybe we let him go with her, and she just does the correcting and training. So we got a little bit of perfecting to do there. He will take an egg, and we do think that's what instigated them to move away from the original nest. It's just a game you're gonna play all throughout laying season with these guys. It ain't like chickens that like to do it in a nesting box.
It's a literal Easter egg hunt out here all the time, guys.
A guinea Easter egg hunt.
A guinea egg hunt.
Hey, you know what I got to do for the first time yesterday this season?
What?
Dun, da, da, dun, 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 da, da, da. You see my stripes?
I do see your stripes.
It really didn't need it all that bad. I did all the work to my mower, getting it all ready, changing the oil, all that good stuff. And it's been sitting there looking at me. And I got, what are they? Are they wild onions? Are those the tall green stalks that are kind of in a bunch? Because they smell like it when I run over them. And if I remember, that's what we used to pull out of the ground and throw at each other as kids.
Well, that's not very nice.
Well, it's a bunch of boys. That's what we did. But I I do enjoy mowing. Yeah, it gets a little monotonous after, you know, the second month or so, but I love
Clearly
the difference.
Didn't want me to walk with you.
Huh?
I said you clearly didn't want me to walk with you.
Yeah, I was trying to get away from you. Didn't realize you didn't know that.
Took the whole path.
No, I'm just kidding. But I do enjoy mowing, and as you guys know, I enjoy running my tractor. I enjoy the four-wheeler. I really enjoy heavy equipment, skid steers, dozers, mini excavators. And now I can say I have driven a dozer for the first time. Woo-hoo! Let me tell you, that thing is a beast.
Kyle was in kid heaven.
I was in man kid heaven.
Kid heaven.
Somewhere. It was heavy
You were like a
equipment
kid
heaven.
in a candy store.
Kid in a candy store. Yeah, and if that thing moved a little faster, I could have got away. Could have had it as mine. But I say that to say this, guys. The new business that opened up, I was talking and walking instead of breathing.
We are always walking uphill here.
That's very true. Bruno's going up to see Beans. You're going to see Beans and Lowrider here in just a minute. We need to go feed them. But I want to mention the store in Carterville, Missouri. It is Dig Right Equipment Rentals, which if you're from Missouri, you know that's a play on another business, and so I think it's very smart. But Chris and his wife own that, and we've now talked with Chris a couple times. Shannon rigged a drawing so that she could win a cooler from him, but it gave me...
I won it fair and square.
Yeah, right. He gave her 2 tickets, and she filled mine out. There were 2 Shannon Doss tickets in there, by the way, Chris, if you're watching.
That's not true.
Yes, that's my cooler. But I want to say this, guys, it would help us out a ton because I'm trying to work with Chris to kind of get him some exposure, get him out there. And I know a lot of y'all are local. You let us know down in the comments, which is awesome. So if you have any heavy equipment rental needs, hit up Chris. He's looking to hit the ground running, and he's excited to get his machines out there, and I'm excited. I want to get his machines out here, whether it be the dozer, the disc mulcher. So look him up on Facebook, Dig Right Equipment Rental, right with a W, W-R-I-G-H-T.
I'll put a link down below.
Go like and follow his page. I want him to see how serious we are, that I'm like, hey man, we'll get a little traffic over there. He goes, really? That'd be great. And you know, like barter, maybe. We get him some attention, and he gives us discounts on heavy equipment.
I think it's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, so go over there. It would help us out a ton. It'll help him out a ton, and I want to grow that relationship because I've got some other ideas in the works for future plans, but we'll go over that. Most importantly, I need to get some heavy equipment out here so that we can pasteurize some more of this, kind of like we did here, but I want to do it a whole lot faster with big, heavy equipment. Deal?
Deal.
And be sure to tell them that Kyle and Shannon or Doss Acres sent you over. Thanks. I appreciate you guys. You'll pull through. Hi, boys. I forgot to bring the feed bucket down.
I'll go get it.
So if you guys remember in our last video, we finally got round bales, and I have been needing to do that for so long, and we had a great experience picking those up and getting them here. And fortunately, those are just the 4x5 bales. So the ones you see on Doss Farms, Chad's, my brother, those are a little bit larger. And he's got, see, I'm just gonna walk in here nonchalantly. They have not been fed yet. We're about to do that. But Chad's bales are much larger, and my tractor is a little bit smaller than his. So this is an 8-foot ring. We picked that up the other day, got it put together. And this honestly sits in it a little nicer than I expected. And the boys can get to it, Lowrider gets in here. They will continue to kind of pick this apart, and that hay will fall this direction. So I'm just so happy that they have so much hay. One of these weighs, I think, about 900 pounds, as opposed to the little square bales that I get for the goats that I think are about 55-ish, 65 pounds, somewhere in there. So money savings drastic, and just not having to hassle with all the square bales all the time. One of Chad's guesses with Beans and his soft stools, that big guy, as well as the farmer that I bought the hay from, it's kind of twofold. The early season spring grass that comes up. I see you, buddy. We're gonna get you. I know. How dare I? I'm gonna get out of here until I get your feedback in here, okay? Oh, I went and got the other one for you.
Well, I mean, just figured we'd rotate him out.
Okay.
Kind of like your dad does with the pigs.
Got it. Good thinking. Hi, Benjamin. What's up, Bean Man? Slow rider. Hey babe, I did something for you.
What'd you do?
I fixed this gate.
Oh,
Remember how you broke it
thank
last
you
time?
so much.
Remember when you broke it?
I didn't break it.
No, I hadn't tightened these down quite as much as I should have. And so this one slipped off and the gate just kind of fell down off of the hinge pin.
While I was opening and closing it.
Yeah. Bruno man, stay back, bub. But anyway, I went ahead and took them off and I drove this guy in one more turn and I let this guy out 2 turns. And now, you saying hi to Beans? Now the gate goes right into the clasp perfectly and you don't have to lift it. And I don't have to hear Shannon say anything about it when she opens the gate and lets me know about it. That's okay.
It's heavy, guys.
It is very heavy.
It's heavy.
That's how we learn though. We learn that I make mistakes and then I repair them and then we're all happy.
Exactly.
So I really just set you up to make me happier. That's what it is.
I was just helping you learn. That's
Okay.
my complaining was helping you learn. All right, let's get them fed.
Yeah, so the hay that I was giving him in the square bales, I think it was a little too rich and I think he's just been consuming too much of that spring grass. And so I'm hopeful that this fescue is gonna be a little bit better for their bellies. We'll see. Bruin man, can we go in and feed the boys? I guess so, I'd go in with you. Benjamin, you're slobbery. All right, buddy, he's gonna be a little rambunctious because he knows we got grain. Thank you.
There we
I'm
go.
so proud of you. We annihilate ticks out here. We find them all the time, and I've taught her now how to pop their heads, and we just kill them and
I
let
feel
them
like a
ride.
country girl now because I can do that. Before I was like terrified to even touch them or anything.
Yeah,
so
she'd come over and her fingers would pinch. She'd just walk straight at me. Kyle, Kyle, and I would do it, which is totally fine. I'll still do it for you if you need me
thanks.
to. Yeah. All right, boys, you're gonna be nice to us, right? I'm gonna take this over to the long feeder for Beans, and then you're gonna corral up Lowrider, correct?
That's the goal.
Perfect. I think it's gonna be great.
I'm gonna let you go first. Bruno, you're gonna stay out here, buddy.
Back up, boys. Back up. Don't you smash this gate. Hey, you gotta let me in. You gotta let me in. I'm gonna move quick, baby.
Okay.
Over here, bud. Come on, big guy.
Ryder. Come on.
Get that hop in your step. Oh, sorry, dude. Bonked you in the noggin, didn't I? Good boy. Thanks for not trampling me. Goodness gracious. I'm gonna say it every time, but you are getting big. Come on, slow rider. Come on, big buddy. Gotta get you in there before Beans realize what's going on.
He just moves so slow.
So the first time that we did this in the last video, keep moving.
I just
Come
want
on,
him
buddy.
to taste it. There you go.
That's a good job, dude.
There you go.
Hey, don't get at his kicking angle. Can you scoot that in a little deeper, babe? Man, I gotta admit, and I still think it's funny that we turned these into gates, but I gotta admit, these things are super handy.
Yeah, they are.
I had intended on getting another panel so we could have a 4-sided one, but we went and got the hay, and that was on my trailer, and then I got to drive a dozer, threw off our scheduling a little bit, and I had to take the opportunity to drive the dozer, so I'll still go get another one of these.
Okay.
soon.
And then you went and got a coupe, and it's still on the trailer.
Yeah, so my trailer's a little out of commission until I can get that coupe off of there.
Somebody was telling us they do make panels like this that have a gate built in.
You know
so
how
it's
much a
easier to
10-footer is?
No.
$600 some odd dollars.
No.
I don't know why. It's the exact
What?
same brand. It looks just like this, but it's got a little safe gate in it. They make like a 4-foot one that would be a standalone gate you could just put between the two panels, but you're still talking 3 or 4 times as much as just one
We'll be
panel.
getting one more panel.
Yeah, so for right now, I am totally fine with doing the hinge pins and changing it out like that. Like it doesn't bother me at all.
Okay.
And they only eat in here once a day.
Bruno just pushed a bunch of birds in here.
That's mostly the adults.
Well, you're sure eating fast. Oh my goodness, these birds are so funny. They're like, Beans, drop some more.
Yeah, as he eats it, it falls through there's 2 little drain holes on either side. And they know exactly what they're doing to clean it up. They'll go in and get with Lowrider and get in his feeder.
You birds are silly.
Man, I gotta admit, I love my brother. I appreciate Chad so much. Chad and Ray both donating the coop and the tote full of goodies that he doesn't need. But one of the things that I really respect and appreciate, I'm still we're learning. This is the first time we've had cattle in our lives personally. And this guy from Jay and Charlotte over at Algier Ranch, he's a bull calf. So he's still intact. We don't have vaccines in him yet. And because my brother has done this for so long and gone through so many different cattle and, you know, some steers, some cows, they've birthed, I mean, he's done it all. He is at peace with the idea that he's coming over Friday and we're gonna band him, get him his medicine, and I am thankful. Be sure to tell Chad how much I appreciate it because I'm a little nervous about it. With Chad coming, I'm not nervous at all. I think it's gonna go great. And I know that the 2 of us together, if anything were to whatever, we could take Lowrider in a fight. I'm 100% sure we could take Lowrider. Beans would get some good licks in, but I think we could take him too. Ultimately, especially, you know, Chad's kind of got those big dinosaurs that live on his farm. So yeah, Chad's coming over Friday. We're gonna get that taken care of and I will feel a whole lot better. And then Shannon will know how to tell people what we have. Not cows. She doesn't have to try to force herself to say cattle, which doesn't come out naturally for her. But she can't say we got a steer and a bull calf. I mean, that's just too much to come out. So she'll be able to say our steers.
I appreciate that too.
Yeah. So I am looking forward to that. And of course, we're gonna video that fun time. Guinea, get out of the feeder.
Is it in the feeder?
Yeah, he's up on the edge. We feed these guys very little now, this time of year, very, very little, because they've got so much to eat. And if I keep them full, they're not gonna go hunting my ticks. And I need them hunting my ticks.
I've even cut back on how much worms I'm giving them.
I do appreciate it. There's a healthy balance. I also want them to know they need to stay around here, and I don't want them traveling too far to go find food, but...
Well, and whenever you cut back like that, Gray will come back and eat out of my hand because he's so excited for the worms. So
yeah,
that's kind of fun.
I'm just training him to be more lovey-dovey with you. That's what it is. Lovey-dovey, lovey-guinea, whatever. You guys crack me up. As far as I understand, guys, this is not normal guinea activity.
Hey, speaking of guinea activity, I have to tell you guys, during the day, now that it's laying season, it's quiet around here. You know, everybody talks about how loud the birds are and you just hear them nonstop. We were outside yesterday and I told Kyle, I said, I can't believe how quiet it is. And it's because they're all going out and exploring and finding bugs for one, but then laying their eggs and stuff. And so like they completely disperse throughout the day.
Yeah, and they'll split off in pairs.
Yeah.
And it kind of seems like one of them, typically the hen, will lay in maybe a spot that she's considering making a nest, and then the male stands right there next to her and just kind of keeps an eye over her. And like I said, they don't really talk much. I want to get their sounds. We haven't had a good opportunity yet, but at night when they're going back over to their tree that they're going to go up and roost in, they all just make that little wee, 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 wee noise, just like that. Wee, 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 wee.
I want to pet you so bad.
He says you ain't got no food.
I know.
But yeah, they're a little quieter. If you hear that little whistle he's doing, I'll shut up. That sound right there, they all make that little sound. And it sounds really cool when they're all doing it and they're all in the same spot, getting ready to put themselves up for the night. Let's see if we're gonna catch a bird fight here. These guys fight over their ladies as well. And if Bruno were around, I think he hit the trail, or maybe he's down by the gate. Bruno breaks up bird fights. It is awesome. He doesn't hurt them, he just herds them. I actually saw Gray Gray winning a fight yesterday. Goodness, they're so fast.
They're so fast.
I'm gonna throw up. But yeah, Gray used to get picked on. I think it's just because they all knew who he was. And he finally stood up for himself. And I saw him winning against one of the younger Bobs. Bob stands for big old bully, by the way. These are all Bobs. Every one of them that looks like this that are boys, those are Bobs. Gray's really the only one male that we know is that he's Gray. That's Gray.
And he gets picked on.
Yeah. And then of course we know the two Lorettas, the only two lavender ones. Okay, Beans, you're doing great, buddy. You're about to be done, aren't you? Let me show you how far along Lowrider is at the same time that Beans is getting toward the end.
And somebody did make a good point.
You're doing
Lowrider just got weaned from his mama before coming here.
Yeah.
So he's not exactly used to eating like this. So it is going to take him a little bit longer.
Well, he's also half the size too.
Yeah.
But yes, I agree with that. You know, he's eating it faster today though than he did yesterday, for sure.
That's good.
Look at Gray. Gray's always the first one. Says Gray.
Got any food?
He kind of pushed him out a little bit with his head yesterday, but just to kind of keep him out of the way. You tell him, Lowrider. Gray, are you thinking about attacking that guy? Or are you just gonna sneak in and get that food? He is studying. I don't have any. That's their feed, not yours. I'll show him. Food. Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh, he's encouraging the others.
So I bet these are the two adult Bobs right here.
Oh no, look at him.
Guys. Well, dude, you're gonna get squished. Lowrider.
Lowrider, you can push them out of there.
Birds, come on. Go on. Go back over there.
Go on, Bird.
Go on.
Go on. This one's determined. Push him out of there, Lowrider.
Get back, Bob. Get
out of
back,
there.
Bob.
Hey,
Get
get out
back,
of there.
Bob.
Go on.
Get out of
Go
here,
on.
Bob. Get out of here, Bob. Go on. Well,
Well, Lowrider, not only do you have to fight Beans for your food, apparently you have to fight the birds for your food. Push them out. Go on, Bird.
watch your arm with his head too.
Yeah, I actually just pet one of the guineas.
I
Did you
know.
see that?
That's the only time I can do that is when they're eating or when it's dark.
Go on, Bird. I know, I'm trying to help you out, man.
Babe, straight behind you. He's just watching his birds, watching his boys.
You're so handsome. What a good boy. Speaking of a good boy,
I'm a good boy.
you want to tell them what he did yesterday?
Oh, I thought you were
You're a good boy.
Oh, thanks. Do I get a head scratch?
Sure.
Ooh, thank you. Boy, those winds are moving today.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we brought the round bales here, I had them both on the trailer. We brought them in. The boys were already all over them, but I was able to get the truck out and get the other one out, and it's just sitting right down there at the moment. And that thing is 5 feet tall, if not a little bit taller. But we looked over after we finished feeding, and the Bruno man had jumped straight up on it and was laying down on it just watching us feed. It was hilarious. I don't know, maybe it's just us. Maybe anybody else have dogs that are like supernaturally gifted and talented? That's Bruno. He's just amazing. But it's just cute to me that he's like, hey, this is new on my land. He just plops up there and lays down.
He was pretty stinking cute.
He's a good boy, and he's got hops.
I can't believe those birds.
Yeah, the only thing about putting Slow Rider in there is then you got to wait on Slow Rider to finish, which kind of, it's the same as if I've got Beans in there and he's eating on the outside. But it's no big deal, and it's kind of fun to hang in here, and clearly watching the birds entertains us because we're weirdos. Push them on out of there, low rider.
While we're this close, I may be able to show you guys the difference in the birds.
Yeah, both Lorettas are right there, aren't they?
So obviously, you know gray. These are the pearls right here. But the lavenders, hi Loretta, you can see she's a real pretty lavender color. We've only got 2 of them left. And their feathers are just a little bit different.
Yeah, if we were to hatch more, there's a very small chance that one of those would come out at some point, but every single one of the last ones that we hatched are the pearl, and they all look identical. We were hoping for a little more variation, but you get what you get. So I think if we were to get more guineas, I would probably want to go and buy intentionally other colored guineas.
Yeah, I would go back to that farm that we originally went to
yeah.
and pick out specific colors.
We got white ones from her.
We got white, gray, lavender, and pearl.
Yeah. So she had a pretty good variation.
Yeah.
Most of her adults, though, were even like these pearls. She has some lavenders.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's kind of crazy. And, you know, as of right now, I know I mentioned hatching. We're not doing it right now. I don't know. Will we have guineas forever? Yeah, probably. Yeah. Shannon can't get rid of them. She loves them. Birds.
I actually do love watching them. They're very entertaining. They're super fast, and they're all over the place all the time.
Oh, man. And hopefully they're beneficial with all their tick eating, right?
Well, they better be.
All right, well, I'll get Lowrider out here in just a little bit, but I need to go start on the black tank, and I'm gonna let you go start on the chicken coop so I can have my truck back without a coop on the back.
Oh, you don't like driving around with a coop on the back of your truck?
No, that was the longest trip from Chad's to here that I've ever had. I was going 35 miles an hour for 90% of the trip.
I think it took you like an hour.
Well, I also stopped and got a spicy chicken sandwich.
Oh.
I was hungry.
Well, that makes sense. Look at this gate. Nice and smooth. I don't even have to hold it up.
Wait till you close it. You don't want to have to give it a lift or nothing.
Perfect.
That's what I'm talking about.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
You got something in your jowls, man. You help me clean the coop out today?
Does it got poop in it?
Yeah.
Sounds great. I love poop.
What dauber nest up here?
What? You gonna lay me an egg, buddy? I'm inspecting Mom's work. She did.
Okay.
What goes in here?
Bruno, man.
It smells like eggs. I love eggs.
Yeah, it stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Tastes yummy though.
Looks quite different, doesn't it, Bruno? I think you did too. Does it smell better?
Yeah. I kind of like the chicken.
Of course you do.
You stand on the ramp with me?
I'm gonna stand on the no, you're supposed to be on the ground.
How's that?
Perfect.
How tall you are.
I know, I feel so tall.
Man, you needed a hazmat suit when you were in there. You kind of look like you were in one.
I
You built your own.
was trying to protect myself from as much chicken poop as possible.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
I was actually out here swinging at wasps. I went ahead and sprayed permethrin up under the eaves of this thing because when it got up over, I don't know, 70-ish, they just all came out. All different colors, all different flavors.
Yeah.
That's going to be what beats up my hat more than anything.
Wasp.
It's trying to swing this thing at wasp. It doesn't work the same as a ball cap.
I turned around and he had his hat on and a ball cap in his hand. I was like, is that your wasp hat?
Well, it's a little windy, but I did want to keep the sun off the ears, so I don't know. But yeah, I got to have my lethal weapon for the wasps.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Well, great job, babe. So now
Thank
we
you.
got it all cleaned up, power washed inside and out, just so we can put chickens back in there so they'll redo it all.
I want to have a clean, fresh start. I want our chickies to have a clean, fresh start.
Well, we'll leave this on the trailer, let it dry out, because right now it gets a lot of good wind flow underneath it and everything since
Yeah.
it's up on those poles still. And then we'll get it in place and you can paint it.
Awesome.
Awesome. Thank you. Yes, yeah. Now, I'm going to go clean the black tank because I need my water hose that you stole from me.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Just one stinky job after another, right?
That's life at Shady Acres.
Sure, I didn't get stung by a wasp. Sorry. It would have been way more dramatic. I'd have been
I
gone.
think you would have been running screaming.
Yeah. Call an ambulance. All right. Well, I tell you what, the weather, it's been a beautiful day today. The wind's a little heavy, but other than that, can't complain.
Not at all.
I can hear all the green stuff photosynthesizing.
Can you?
Yeah, it's growing. It's getting greener. I love it. Well, guys, we love and appreciate you. Stay tuned. We're going to get the chickens here very soon. And don't forget to go help us out and like and follow Dig Right Equipment Rental. Please.
I'll put a link below.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks for coming on this journey with us, guys. And as always, we'll see you in the next one.
Bye.